Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
How's it going?
Mr. Wilson, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
Understood.
How old are you, sir?
18 years old.
Here with anyone today?
No, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 9th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to a terroristic threat call at Vape City in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with a witness. The witness stated the defendant, an employee, arrived and began yelling, "Where the fuck is she at? Where is she at?" The witness stated he was confused as to who the defendant was referring to and stated the defendant mentioned the name of Millie, the manager of the store. The witness stated he told the defendant the manager was not at the location, to which the defendant began yelling, "When she fucking comes back, you call me, you let me know because I got something for her ass. She fired the wrong fucking one, and I hope it was worth the fucking job. Her ass is the one on the line." The witness stated he became afraid as the defendant got louder with each statement. The witness stated the defendant tapped a solid unknown item in the front of his waistband, which the witness stated was possibly a gun. The witness stated he informed the complainant of the incident, and this complainant advised the defendant was recently fired. The complainant stated she reported the incident to management and was ordered not to go to the store. The complainant stated she was in fear for her life and felt unsafe going to work.
Mr. Wilson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward.
This is where things get real fast, even without an arrest on the spot. Probable cause means the judge believes there's enough evidence to move forward. Notice the key detail here, the alleged waistband tap. That single gesture can elevate words into a criminal threat if it makes someone reasonably fear for their life. Let me ask you this. Do you think words alone should be enough? Or does that implied weapon change everything?
Case. If I test you now, what are you going to test positive for?
For alcohol.
I'm going to send you for a drug and alcohol test. You're to come right back. If you fail to come back, if you fail to take the test, I will issue a warrant. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Understood.
Okay. I'll have you take the test while I come back, and then we'll talk about your lawyer situation when you get back, sir.
Right this way. Just over here first. All right, Judge, next is page 16. Lynch, come on up. All right, go ahead and sign for the reset.
Emma Lynch.
Yes, sir.
Miss Lynch, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On November 3rd, 2024, an officer was dispatched to a possible intoxicated driver. The witness, a Harris County toll authority record, advised that he observed the defendant's vehicle stop in the entrance ramp of West Little York Road to the West Sam Houston Parkway North, and observed the defendant's motor vehicle stop erratically on the roadway and jump over the curb on the service road. The officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle after observing it to have been traveling at a low rate of speed and failed to stop at a designated stopping point. The defendant initially accelerated as the officer approached. Upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed her to have a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, red glassy eyes, and major disorientation. The officer also observed the defendant to have been swaying and have difficulty keeping her eyes open. The defendant's passenger advised the defendant was drinking. HGN was performed, 6 out of 6. The defendant denied to perform walk and turn and one leg stand. The DIC was read, but the defendant refused, and a blood warrant was signed and executed.
Okay. Any prior to be honest?
There was a dismissal out of Bryan County in 2023.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that was the only other DWI judge, but she also had a failure to ID, giving false or fictitious information, also out of Bryan County, and she received 12 months probation from that. And those were both out of the same transaction. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Ms. Lynch, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now. Or, let me ask you, do you have a Texas driver license? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Yes, sir.
Can you run her license, Alex, please? I'm now placing a restriction on your license. You're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock on it. If you're caught driving a vehicle that doesn't have an interlock, then you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. I am filing paperwork now with the Texas Department of Public Safety so that every officer knows you are supposed to drive a vehicle that has an interlock. If you're caught driving one that doesn't, they will take you to jail.
She's eligible.
Got it. I am also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If you test positive for drugs or alcohol, likewise, you will go to jail. If you continually test positive, that tells me that you have a problem, and I can have a contempt hearing, hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a rehab facility. Don't. If you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, address it, because if it becomes a problem, I'm going to take care of it, and I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? Okay. I will have you sign. How old are you, ma'am?
Oh,
What do you do for a living?
I work at a perfume kiosk, but I'm in nursing school as well. So
You're in
nursing school.
nursing school. Okay. Would you like to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am? Okay. Do you mind giving an application? We'll have you fill out an application. I need to know whether you qualify. I'll have you sign a wreath of Victoria. You'll meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take your signature box, ma'am. Please.
All right, go ahead and sign.
Just gonna ask you how to do it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Why are you not staying in touch with your lawyer?
Bad cell connection or something.
Yeah, he reached out to me, Judge, that weekend.
You were set for trial tomorrow. You were supposed to meet with him for trial to get ready, and here you are playing Helen Keller the whole time. Mr. Thomas, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail credit for the 9 days that you've done. What are you doing with yourself these days?
Just working.
Where?
I work for a temp agency.
How much money do you make a month?
Anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000.
It's not on docket today. That's what I was looking for. You know, one of the things that I don't want you to think is that this is a joke. And we give you a lawyer.
Listen to how direct the judge is here. This isn't just about punishment. It's about prevention. Ignition interlocks, random testing, rehab warnings. This is a court saying, fix it now or we'll fix it for you. And that speech, that's a judicial line in the sand. Do you think tough love warnings like this actually help people change, or do they just raise the stakes?
In an effort to try to help you out. Because we understand that you have issues, that you may have, not the best job out there. And so here in the court system, we try to do everything possible to try to help out as many as we can for the short time that we have here. And when you continually refuse to abide by bond conditions, and when you refuse to communicate with your lawyer, that tells us that you just don't give a rat's behind about us, about the charge, that you think it's a joke when it's not. It's a serious, serious charge. And here you are working your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, now 16th charge. How many of those charges have you gotten a court-appointed lawyer on?
All of them.
I guess that's why you consider this a joke, because we continue to give you things. If I give my child something, they don't take care of it. But if I make them work for it and I make them, hey, you got to pay for this. chances are they will treat it a lot better. You give them a car, how are they going to treat it versus if you make them work for it? You will be required to pay the surcharges in this case. I will pay for the court-appointed lawyer. I will pay your court costs, but you will be required to pay the fines and fees and surcharges to DPS. And I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. And I hope in the future, moving forward, that you truly appreciate this, because with your record, if you were ever in a car and you smell like alcohol or dope, what do you think is going to happen? What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. So if I were you, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, a spliff, don't get into a car because you're begging for issues. And I truly hope that you appreciate this, because like I said, from now on, you're looking at a lot of time. And due on your priors, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. Under federal law, you give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Do you understand?
All right.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Good.
Was this a 0.15 or above? Or was it just? Okay. All right, sir. I'll have you see the clerk. All right. Guys, ready?
Alvin Douglas, the one we set the discovery compliance hearing for next. I just was going to ask the court if I can waive my client's appearance.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, can you call me up at THA, please? Vic, can you call me up at THA?
Yes, the first one is page 4, Castillo, come on up. Elise Castillo,
How many we got?
I think it's like 5.
Okay. Tell me.
May I approach very
Yeah.
quickly? I've got two different things to show. One is the actual bond from the immigration court. So, there.
Wow, 15,000.
Right. And then here is the wire transfer to the Treasury Department showing that it has been paid as well.
It's a transfer, but there's no bond paperwork.
Well, that is the bond paperwork.
No, but that's the order granting a bond.
Right. And
That's
then,
not the actual bond.
So, and then the transfer is the payment. So the way that, like, he's good to go because it's showing that once the bond is paid, they release him from his stuff. So that is the form that and I got that one from his immigration attorney. So that's what they send, and then the wire transfer goes out. And then I guess once he is
Okay,
released from ICE.
what do you want from us?
Just the $5,000 bond, I think the $5,000 bond, I think it's appropriate with the conditions for the ankle monitor and the right hairs.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to bring him out to admonish him real quick. So let me do this and then, but yeah, we'll
Thank you.
do that. Yeah, all right. You, Elise Castillo, do you have a lawyer today, ma'am?
No, I do not.
Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing about that?
I was unable to attain a lawyer because I lost my job.
What were you doing beforehand? Okay,
And I'm doing temporary work, like part-time with my brother's security company. I have a license, on armed security.
This moment right here is a courtroom reality check. Judges see patterns, missed calls, ignored lawyers, repeated charges, and patience runs out fast. What you're about to hear isn't anger. It's frustration from a system that's tried leniency before. Question for you watching. When does second chances turn into consequences?
But that's not guaranteed. He gives me a day or two, depending on what they have available.
okay, we'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it, but I need to know everything about you, what kind of house you live in, what kind of cars you have, how many cars, how much money in the bank. Don't just put zeros because I'm going to send it right back to you. I need everything filled out to check it out, okay? Please.
Crawford, come on up. Page 6. This way. Sign for your receipt.
So you do the surcharges, right?
Yes. Good money.
Good morning, Ms. Crawford. Do you have a lawyer today?
I need one, a court-appointed lawyer.
So what do you do for a living, ma'am?
I'm a surgical technician, but I only work 2 days a week. I'm a mom of 2. I only work 2 days.
How come?
To take them to school, I take care of one. I have an 8 and 1 year old. Take one at home.
Are you married or are you?
Well, dad take care of them, but we don't pay. He doesn't pay me. I take care of my household. He take care of his.
So you didn't get support for the children?
No, but they go over there, but he doesn't give me any money.
Okay. I'll have you fill out an application. Ma'am, your case is now 36 days old. Have you done anything with the administrative hearing?
I did. I filed it myself, and I haven't heard anything.
You need to hire a lawyer for that, okay?
Yeah.
The lawyer that we give you, if we give you one today, will not take care of that. You're going to have to do that on your own.
So I
Okay?
did file the
Okay.
hearing, but
Can't give you legal advice. All I can
Okay.
say is that you need a lawyer to represent you in that administrative license revocation hearing. So take care and take notice because there's a lot of consequence with that.
yeah.
So I'm serious.
Yeah.
The lawyer that we give you here only takes care of the criminal case, not the administrative case versus DPS. And you need to do that probably pretty quick.
Yeah, I filed that. I haven't heard anything. So, okay.
You need a lawyer to represent you on that. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give you an application then.
Roy Connor? Edward Dash?